Hello everybody, this is Angie at Cuckoo for Coupons, and this is my Walgreens haul for the week of March 3rd through March 9th. So this morning started out pretty rough for Walgreens, so I like to go to Walgreens super early. My store opens at 7, so I was up ready to go. I like to get there at 7, but when I went online this morning, I went into my app. I even tried it on my desktop. I could not get into the app properly. It was showing that I didn't have any Walgreens cash. It wasn't letting me clip any of my coupons. So it was just a mess. Their systems were down for a couple of hours this morning. So I ended up leaving. I did some other errands, and then I kept checking my app to see if it was working. Finally, it started working, so I made my way to the store, and I ended up doing 2 transactions in the store. One transaction worked out perfectly, but I guess when I went to do the second transaction, they were having issues with their system again, and oh my goodness, it was just chaos. But it ended up working out in the end, but it should have been super simple, super easy, but their systems were just not having it. So before I show you everything that I got today and show you my 2 different transactions, if you guys could just take a moment and give this video a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so yet, if you could just take that second, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you know when I post my videos. I would be super grateful. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. And if you've been here all along supporting my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I actually ended up getting 3 different digital spend boosters. I initially only had 2. I had the one that we all should have gotten. It was spend 40 on select baby items and get $10 back in Walgreens cash. And then I had a regular digital spend booster of spend 30 and get $7 back in Walgreens cash. And then last night I ended up getting a monthly spend booster of make 4 purchases of $25 or more and get back $10 in Walgreens cash. I haven't gotten one of these in a little while, so I was excited to see it again. I was also excited it was 25 and not like 65 or 70, which I think are the ones that I was getting for a while. So that was exciting to see. Now with these digital spend boosters, I'm not going to use the select baby one right now. I might use it later, I'm not sure. But right now, for my haul today, I'm going to use my digital spend booster of spend 30 and get 7. And then hopefully I'll have a transaction that counts towards my monthly spend booster as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get into my Walgreens haul. Okay, so for my first transaction, I really wanted to see if I could get a paper spend booster that I could stack with my digital spend booster on my next transaction. So what I did was I grabbed 3 of the Olay body wash. So these are buy 3, get back a $5 register reward, and they're on sale for $7. But you have to kind of be careful because only select ones are part of a P&G deal as well. That P&G deal is spend 20 and get $5 back in a P&G coupon. So if you can find the right ones, grab 3 of those. I ended up grabbing these sea salt ones. So all 3 of these together total $21. We do have a 5 off of 3 digital coupon. That brings them down to $16 for 3. But then we're going to get back a $5 register reward for buying 3, plus a $5 P&G coupon for spending 20. So that brings all 3 of them down to just $6, or makes them just $2 each. Next up, I decided to grab some Colgate products. So it's not tagged in my store, but this Colgate Optic White is on sale for $4, and it's also part of a buy 2, get back a $4 register reward deal. So I'm going to grab 1 of this Colgate Optic White. I do have a $2 digital coupon for the toothpaste. And then for my second item, I am going to grab this Colgate Optic White mouthwash. Again, this one is not tagged, but it's on sale for $4. And we have a separate $2 digital coupon for this. So both of them together total $8. We have 2 separate $2 digitals. So that's going to bring them down to $4 for both. But then we're going to get that $4 register reward back, making both of them completely free. Okay, so this is everything I'm getting for my first transaction. Everything you see here totals $29 exactly before any digital coupons. So I'm going to take these items, I'm going to head to the register, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that I get a paper spend booster to stack with my next transaction. Okay, so here is my receipt. So everything rang up as it should. My 5 off of 3 digital for the Olay came off. My $2 digital for the Colgate toothpaste came off. And then my $2 digital for the Colgate mouthwash did come off. My subtotal was $20. So what I ended up doing, as you can see, is I paid $20 in Walgreens cash. So that way my out-of-pocket was super low. I just had to pay the tax. But of course, technically I paid $20 plus tax. I then got back a $4 register reward for buying the 2 Colgate, a $5 register reward for buying the 3 Olay, and then I did get back my $5 P&G coupon. You can see it here. It is on Caregiving Essentials. So I did get that back on the Olay for spending the $20. So in the end, for all 5 of these items, I ended up paying just $6. So I was happy with that. I had a super low out-of-pocket as well, but I did not get a paper spend booster. Of course, you guys know what terrible luck I have when it comes to that. So I just decided, okay, I'm going to do my next transaction. I'm not going to worry about that paper spend booster. I'm just going to use my digital spend booster. So that is exactly what I did, but I wish that I had all of my items when I went to the register the first time. Most of the time, what I do is if I think I might get a paper spend booster, I wait before I grab all of my items. So I had some of the items in the shopping cart that I knew I was going to use on my next transaction, but I needed to grab a couple more. So I walked away from the register to go grab those couple of items, and I guess it was during that time that the system went haywire, and I just wish I had had them all to begin with because it probably would have worked out okay. But I ended up coming back with my items, and it was a disaster. So I'm going to show you everything that I got, exactly how it should have gone, and then I'll explain what happened and how they worked it all out. Okay, so for my next transaction, I am going to use this digital spend booster of spend $30 and get $7 back in Walgreens cash. That means I have to get $30 worth of product before any digital coupons. So let me show you what I grabbed. Okay, so the first couple of items I grabbed were some of the Head & Shoulders hair care. So these are on sale for $6, and they're buy 2, get back a $3 register reward. So I grabbed 2 of them for a total of $12. I have a 3 off of 2 digital coupon, so that brings them down to $9 for both. And then I should get back that $3 register reward, making the final cost $6 for both, or just $3 each. Next up, we have a deal on the Febreze. So they are buy 3, get back a $3 register reward. It is on select ones. So what I decided to do was grab 2 of the Febreze air sprays that are priced $3.29. And then I also grabbed from my third product, 1 of the Febreze small spaces, also priced $3.29. So all 3 of them together total $9.87. So I actually have an insert coupon that is from our 225 save, I believe. This is a buy 1, get 1 coupon for Febreze. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this coupon for the first 2, the Febreze air sprays. It's going to take off $3.30. And then I also have a $1 digital coupon that is good for 1 of them. So that should come off of the third item, which is the small spaces. So after both of those coupons come off, my total should be $5.57 for all 3. But then I'm going to get back that $3 register reward, making the final cost for all 3 of them just $2.57, or about 85 cents each. Next up, I'm going to grab some more dental care. So this time I am going to grab some of the Crest products. So this is not tagged in my store, but this Crest 3D White is on sale for $3. The Crest and Oral-B products are buy two and get back a $3 register reward. So I'm going to grab this Crest 3D White at $3. I do have a $1 digital coupon for the toothpaste. And then for my second item, I am going to grab this Oral-B toothbrush, also $3. And I have a second $1 digital coupon for the toothbrush. So together, both items total $6. I have two $1 digitals, so that brings them down to $4 for both. But then I'm going to get back that $3 register reward, making the final cost $1 for both, or just 50 cents each. And then for my last item, I am going to grab some of these Airwick refills. So these are on sale for $6.49 this week, and they do have my favorite in stock. So I'm going to grab it because I have a $4 digital coupon that is going to make this just $2.49. Okay, so this is everything I'm grabbing for this transaction. Everything you see here totals $34.36 before any coupons. So I am above the $30 that I need to be at for my digital spend booster of spend $30 and get $7 back in Walgreens cash. Also, I am above the $25 I need to be at for my monthly spend booster of 4 transactions of $25 or more and get $10 back in Walgreens cash. So this transaction should count towards one of those transactions. I do have my buy one, get one insert coupon that I'm going to use. And then I also have 4 register rewards that I'm going to use to lower my out-of-pocket. I have one $5 and then 3 $2 ones. So now I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to head to the register. Okay, so before I explain anything about this receipt, let me tell you what happened when I got to the register. So the cashier, she's super nice. She scanned all of my items. Everything was going just right. I handed her my insert coupon along with my register rewards. She scans all of them. They act like they're fine. And then when she hits total or whatever, it kicked all of them back out. It said that none of them could be accepted. My insert coupon couldn't be accepted and none of my register rewards. And I was like, what in the world? And she was like, oh no, this just happened to somebody else. I had a perfectly fine transaction, my first transaction. But apparently, like I said, sometime when I went back to grab a couple more things, the system went down. She said it had been going in and out all day, which I knew that it had because of, the morning. It wasn't working right. And I was like, okay, so what can we do here? Because I want to use these to lower my out-of-pocket, right? And she was like, I can't do anything. I can't override them. And so at that point, I had a line kind of forming behind me. And I was like, oh, goodness gracious. So I said, you know what? Just go ahead and void the transaction before I pay anything, and then I'm going to step to the side and try to figure this out. And she was like, I think you should call our 800 number. And she was like, somebody else already had to call it. And she was like, and they did something to help them. And I said, okay, I'll try it, right? So she voids the transaction. I step to the side and I call the 800 number. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, if they can't do anything, I'm just going to put everything back. I'll come back later in the day or another day when I can use my register rewards and the system isn't down, right? But the lady answered the phone and I explained everything to her. And she was like, okay, well, how much were your register rewards for? So I told her. And then she said, and what was the coupon you were trying to use? I said it was a buy one, get one coupon. The value was $3.30. And suddenly she just goes, okay, I credited your account $14.30. And that kind of confused me. So I was like, well, what do you mean? And she was like, I gave you $14.30 in Walgreens cash in place of your register rewards and your coupon. And keep in mind, at this point, I'm just sort of standing over near the door. The cashier has finished ringing up the other people. She's walked away. She's over tagging items. And this lady has just credited my account $14.30, and I haven't purchased anything yet. I just kind of felt like that was probably not the best way to go about it. But since I am an honest person, I went over and I found the cashier and I was like, so she credited my account the $14.30. So I'm going to go ahead and buy these items. I'm just going to give you these register rewards and this coupon in place of that Walgreens cash she gave me. So hopefully you're following what happened. So she gave me Walgreens cash in place of all of the register rewards and the insert coupon that wouldn't work at the register. Because the idea was that I would use that Walgreens cash in place of those to pay for my transaction. However, I was doing a spend deal, so I didn't want to use Walgreens cash to pay. So what I ended up doing was just paying for it out of pocket, knowing that I had that credit on my account of Walgreens cash. So this is my receipt. Everything rang up as it should. My digital coupons did come off. I had the $4 digital on the Airwick. I had the $3 digital on the Head & Shoulders, $1 digital on one of the Febreze, and then I had a $1 digital on the Crest toothpaste, a $1 digital on the Oral-B toothbrush. So my subtotal was $24.36. It should have been $14.30 less. So it should have been about $10.06 out of pocket that I paid. But obviously I've explained why I had to pay more out of pocket, but it was okay knowing I had that credit in Walgreens cash. And then after I paid, I got back $7.34 in Walgreens cash, $7 for my digital spend booster, and then the rest was just everyday Walgreens cash. And then I waited for the cashier to give me my 3 register rewards. I should have had a $3 for the Head & Shoulders, a $3 for the Febreze, and then a $3 for the Crest. And guess what? None of my register rewards printed. So clearly there was still some sort of issue going on. So I had to call the number again, and they did credit me $9 in Walgreens cash for the register rewards that did not print. And then also, just to show you, this is the $14.30 that was credited to my account in Walgreens cash for the register rewards I wasn't able to use, and the insert coupon I wasn't able to use. So in the end, after all the math is said and done, I ended up paying $4.72 for all 8 of these items. So that is about 59 cents an item. So still a good deal. I didn't want to pay so much out of pocket. I wanted to have a lower out of pocket, but we know why that worked out that way. But with this transaction, it was actually a really simple transaction. So if you decide to do this, as long as the systems are working, it should work out just fine. But, today was just not my day, I guess. And that is it. That is everything I got in my Walgreens haul today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would be very grateful if you did. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and good luck couponing.